Picture this. It's morning. You wake up, get dressed, eat some breakfast, and then make your way to your school event. It's not just any event, however. It's your graduation day. After many sleepless nights of studying, paying for overpriced books and parking passes, eating instant ramen, and other legal activities, you finally did it. You've graduated from college and you're ready to start the next chapter of your life. Some of you landed your dream job, got married to the girl of your dreams, or you're ready to try something new. The possibilities are endless and you feel that everything is perfect. Days go by. Those days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and a month turns into a year. The dream job that you landed feels like a prison. Your once colorful life feels mundane and gray. That spark of energy you had at the beginning now feels like a distant dream. You've become nothing more than a cog in a machine, another extra in the background. So what am I trying to say? Am I saying that everyone that's watching my video should just drop out of college, move to California, smoke weed, fill themselves with diet soda, and play PS2 games? No. What I want to talk to you about is a story that tells us how, despite the setbacks, the repeated failures and letdowns, you should keep going. One that shows us how, even if you've fallen from the top, you can still rise up. A story that shows us how everyone, no matter how old, can still grow. The manga that I'm talking about for this video is Dragon and Chameleon. We start off with our cast of characters, working on a manuscript for Shonen Wonder, this world's equivalent of Shonen Jump. The team manages to finish at the last minute, and from there we're introduced to Garyu Hanagami. He is a world-famous artist best known for creating Dragonland, a manga that's gained worldwide recognition as the greatest manga of all time, selling millions of copies on release, movie adaptations making theaters packed. It's essentially the One Piece of this world. Hanagami is your traditional shonen protagonist, your classic Goku, Luffy, or Gong as you say. He's energetic, loves his job, uses the power of talk no jutsu, never gives up, and just like his predecessors, a dumbass when it comes to women. He's a fun character to follow, always striving to improve his work so that his readers will enjoy it as much as he does. His motives are pure and simple. He's a manga junkie through and through, and his passion for it easily influences those around him. On the opposite side of the spectrum we have Shinobu Miyama, a fresh-faced manga artist that works as his assistant. He's known around the manga world as the Chameleon, an artist that's able to replicate anyone's art style perfectly, no matter who they are. While talented, Miyama is very cynical and nihilistic, believing that hard work and friendship is, and I quote, cringe behavior. He believes that geniuses like Hanagami will never understand the struggles of regular people, and everything comes down to talent and luck. Miyama is basically that one kid in school that asks the teacher if there's any homework at the last minute of class, only to just not do it at all. Homie just wants to watch the world burn, what can I say? After failing to cripple himself, Miyama trips on the stairs and Hanagami tries to save him, only for both of them to wind up in the hospital. Hanagami wakes up only to find out that he's swapped bodies with Miyama. He finds him on the rooftop and he wants the two of them to work together to see how they can switch back. To no one's surprise, Miyama doesn't want to switch back and wants to live as the famous Garyu Hanagami. This wouldn't be a problem, but since Miyama doesn't care about the manga and instead just wants to pump out chapters that fills the status quo, this prompts Hanagami to create a manga that will surpass Dragonland in Miyama's body, proving that hard work does matter. So now that you know the plot and characters of the story, you probably want to know how the fight scenes are. Unlike traditional shonen fights, this manga shows its fighting scenes similar to Shokugeki, but without the hentai scenes. Look, I like waifus as much as everybody, but I'm just glad I can recommend this to people without looking like a degenerate. And you know who you are. The way he just depicts the most normal interactions by twisting it as if it was some eldritch horror is one of the most visually appealing things I've ever seen. Characters will just be reading manga, entering a room, and out of nowhere they'll just manifest a JoJo stance. The amount of detail of these designs are just insane, and when you compare it to his earlier works, it shows how much dedication he's put in as well as how far he's come along. By far the best character for me is Miyama. His fear of going back to being a nobody causes him to change throughout the manga, morphing him into this monster that tries to believe that he's the real Hanagami. His transformation scenes are one of the most unsettling things in this manga, and I think the author puts extra detail into it compared to the others. If Oshi no Koi showed the dark side of the entertainment world, then this manga shows us the reality of the manga industry. We get to see what editors and authors go through whenever their work gets axed, the hardships of trying to break out into the industry, and the sadness of when your work isn't good enough. As readers, we only care if the material is good. To authors, this is their child. It's something that they put their heart and soul into creating, and seeing it get destroyed is just heartbreaking. As much as people hate Miyama's personality, in a way, he's sort of right. There's only so much pain that we as people can take before we ultimately want to give up. There are times where even I hate being myself and want to live as someone more successful because it's the easy way out. I think what sold me on this manga is the backstory of the author and how I interpret it. If you didn't know, Ryo Ishiyama, the author, used to work under Oda. Yes, that Oda. and helped with the serialization of One Piece. For me, I interpret this manga as the author showing how much he respects Oda and his hard work, as well as his desire to make something that surpasses One Piece. This manga's message, if it wasn't obvious enough, is that you shouldn't give up. Sure, there'll be setbacks and road bumps along the way, but if we don't stop pushing ourselves to be the best that we can be, eventually we will get rewarded for it. It's been a while since I've read a manga about not giving up on my dreams, and since starting it, I've been motivated to make more YouTube videos for others to watch because that's what I love to do. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should read next, let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I'm gonna go play Trails of Daybreak if you heard of that game. And if you do, let me know who your favorite character is. Until next time guys, take care, stay safe, and keep reading.